And I'm going to be sharing a team calendar this weekend. I'm not going to promise a day because I've been sick, so I'm like a little behind on my stuff, but I will have it up by the end of this weekend in the team page so you guys can see some of these things. So first off, my daily to-do list every single day marked in my personal calendar is invite 10, follow up with 10, add 10. I do that every single day. So that's part of the daily behaviors. That's part of owning a business, is just showing up and doing that consistently every single day, right? Like, it's not a huge deal to add 10 friends to your network. If you're making it scary, just start doing it every day and you'll realize it's really not scary. You can overcome it. Just do it every single day, right? Even if you set your timer for 5 minutes, see how many friends you can add in 5 minutes. Or set your timer for 10 minutes and see how many people you can connect with. Not like a weird tacky sales invite, but just a hey girl message or how are you, or getting in people's inboxes for 10 minutes, okay? People that you haven't talked to in a long time, or people you've just added as friends and you want to reach out to. Check out their Facebook page, see what their last, few posts were about, and message them. Simple as that. So that's on my daily calendar, right? It's actually Monday through Saturday because I take Sundays off, but I actually still do it on Sundays. I just don't do as many. So put it, I saw, Allison, I thought that was you waving. I'm like, do you have something to say? And then I realized the kiddo. So that should be on everybody's daily to-do list. I don't care if you're puking. I don't care if the kid is up. I don't care if you've got school pickup and a job. Like, I've done this for 2.5 years, sick. The day I had Penelope in the hospital, y'all were like, what are you doing on? I'm like, I'm working, like sending my messages. Like, that's how dedicated you should be, right? It shouldn't be a chore. You should enjoy doing it because what you're doing is you're planting seeds for your business to grow. And that's pretty freaking sweet. Like, it's not about selling a challenge pack that day. You're planting seeds every single day for your business to bloom and succeed, okay? You're not going to make $1 million tomorrow, but I guarantee if you do that activity every single day, every top coach will tell you they were just consistent in those basic things. Okay, number 2, show up in your challenge group. That should be on your daily to-do list, right? This is not like on Tuesday next week I'm going to do it. It should be on your daily to-do list. Your challenge group, whether you're running one, whether you need to be in one and you reach out to me after this call and you need help, or you have challengers and you want to be in the challenge group. I just set mine up for October, so get in a challenge group. Be a challenger, okay? Because your story, without you working on goals, what are you sharing with people, right? So drink your Shakeology, be in your challenge group, be a challenger that you would want to have in your challenge group. Be your best challenger. So those are daily things. And then the next daily thing, personal development. I don't care if you listen to it in the car, on the way to work, if you have to listen to it after your workout, in the shower, listen to old national wake-up calls. People tell me they don't have money for a book. There's this thing called a library that I rent books from if I don't want to buy them. So library, audibles. It doesn't have to be a book. It can be, like I said, the national wake-up calls. There are archives of national wake-up calls. You can download podcasts on your phone. Listen to YouTube videos. There's tons of ideas of getting negative out of your head. Hold on one second. There we go. Sorry about that. That negativity out of your head. Get in a positive headspace every single day. Those, like, a lot of you say, like, I don't know how to make a big post, or, those inspiring 5-paragraph long posts. Guess when those posts happen to me? After I read personal development, right? It's a quote, it's a chapter, it's something I hear that I'm like, it sparks something in me and I'm like, I could talk about that, or it hits home with me, or it's something that somebody else needs to hear and I'm like, I'm going to post about that, right? And I type out for like 50 years, like, blah, 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 done, right? Not every day, but that's what sparks those posts. So that's daily to-do list. And then Shakeology. I know this seems like a normal thing, but I have coaches that are like, oh, yeah, I had a shake the other day. I'm like, no, like, this is about sharing your journey with something that's going to improve your health. It's not a some days, right? It's an always. It's your health. It's preventing, like, hospital bills, getting sick. Like, I've been doubling up on my shakes and telling people about it. I'm like, girl, yes. right? Like I'm struggling with my milk supply right now. I'm doubling up and I'm like using that nutrients, right? So share the benefits, share how you're fitting it into your budget. It's $20 a week for Aaron and I, right? So $20 for me, $20 for him. Drink it every day because you're not going to see the same benefits in your skin, in your stomach, in your digestion, in pooping. Sorry, I said it. Like all that stuff contributes to health over time. Just like you're not going to lose 20 pounds overnight, you're not going to have better digestion and all these other things overnight. So make sure you're drinking it every single day and checking into your challenge group with that to show your challengers how important it is to you, right? Because those are your coaches. So those are your daily behaviors as a coach. As far as my calendar for this month, every single Tuesday this month, I've talked to a leader on my team, and this will be on our team calendar. We will be hosting a live YouTube What is Coaching webinar. So you can invite every single week. You can make posts. Join our team for a live event every single week, Tuesdays at 8:30 Central. Okay? So Colleen is going to be on one with me this Tuesday, and then we'll go from there, but every single Tuesday. So you can create an event every week. You can be posting on your page about it. You can be private messaging anybody that has been interested in coaching and share this. The recordings will go to my YouTube channel, so you can share the recording with people you're talking to every single week this month. So utilize that. You don't need to be on the call like talking or sharing your story, so it's not scary. You just have to have people show up, right? So you can be inviting to the opportunity. I will spell it out. I will share my story. I will share what coaching is all about, how they can join our team. But that is something that I'm doing this month because I have a huge scary goal of our team being elite. Like I've been showing up like crazy. That's probably why I'm sick, because I've been working till like 3 in the morning. But I want you guys to be an elite team. Like I want us to get there, and I'm like gonna make it happen. So I hope you guys are on board with that. So every freaking week, we deserve to be elite, y'all. Like we can do it. I mean, you guys are rocking. Like I'm seeing Girls Hit Success Club. I'm seeing challenge groups like rocking. I'm seeing progress pics. Like support one another. Get in the team page. Share your before afters for other people to use, right? We're a team. Like I want people to use my Max 30 results. Like what? You don't believe me? Here, check out my other coach and friend. Check out Jordan. Check out Danny. Hey, look, Kelsey just lost with this program. Look what Andrea's doing over there. Like this is all our team. This is what we do. This is why coaching is fabulous, right? You can be utilizing each other and our stories. Okay, so this first week, you'll probably see a post from me go up about my free group. I'm going to start a free group on Monday, right? The very first week of the month, you should run a free group, whether it's like free squat group, free quote of the day group, free personal development group. Send them if you have Audibles, you can send somebody that's never used Audibles before a free book, right? All they have to do is download the app and they can access the book. So I do that for new coaches. I send them a book and I'm like, listen to this, right? They don't have to buy anything. They don't have to sign up for anything. So run a free group and like, hey, let's read the first chapters in this book that's really inspired me together, and we'll talk about each chapter. And then you can read the chapter and go into the group and talk about it, right? It doesn't have to be a free clean eating group with this giant meal plan or anything like that. If you want a free clean eating group, take my meal plan and my grocery list out of my old group and use it. Create a group and invite people. Get into moms groups, get into dog groups, get into, knitting groups. And you can post and say, hey, I'm working on some nutrition goals myself. If anybody else is interested, I created this meal plan. Let's do it together this week. Do a water challenge. So post this weekend about a free group and start it on Monday, because those people are the ones you can invite to your challenge group, okay? Next, so I covered every Tuesday is at 8:30 is going to be What is Coaching webinar. And even though you're not going to be speaking on that call, I want to be clear that you guys are part of this team. So when you post about it, you can say a picture of you and say, join my webinar, right? Join me and my coach. You don't have to be sharing your story. I did it all the time. When I was terrified I didn't even know how to do YouTube Live. And my coach was like, hey, I'm hosting a webinar. Invite people. Share the coaching opportunity, right? That's why we're a team. So you can post and say, my team is hosting, or, we are hosting. My coach and I, we're sharing what this opportunity is about. I would love for you to join me, okay? Let me see. Hold on. My calendar just exited out. There we go. So that's every Tuesday. Next, I am going to be doing a new coach call. So any of you guys that are baby teams, or you signed one coach, or maybe you have a few coaches and you have one girl or guy that wants to really learn the basics of this business, Wednesdays are going to be my new coach call. And it's going to be on the 5th and the 19th. So it's not going to be every week, but it's every other. So starting this week on Wednesday, those are going to be at 9 o'clock. You guys see me post the Inspire Empire team calls. That is my coach Anita's team call. Those are fabulous calls to be on. I get that we're all busy and we have the National Wake Up Call, we have our team call, you have Coach Basics call. I get it. So if you can't jump on live, I simply share them in our team page because she has rock star coaches get on. Like, I don't have access to top 10 coaches or sharing, these awesome coaches. Like last Wednesday's call was amazing. Like, I listened to it. I was like, I needed that. I needed to hear it. So I share those calls. That's who it is. Those are Wednesdays at 7 Central. So I share those in the team page. If you can't get on live to those Zoom calls, I try to share the recording. Most of the time, they go up to Anita's YouTube page. Okay, so if you miss it and you're like, oh, I wanted to watch that, usually you can go to Anita Myron's page and they're on there. She's not as organized as me, so she does not have a team call file, so you have to kind of scroll her page. And usually it takes her a day or two. But that's also on Wednesday. So if you're looking for more motivation, every Monday, the National Wake Up Call, right? If you can't jump on live, just change the 6 in the number to a 5, and it will play the recording all week long. So maybe you can't hop on at 10 o'clock on Monday mornings, but I guarantee at some point in that day, right, you have an hour while you're showering, while, after your workout, while you're cooking dinner, when you hop into bed, before you turn the TV on, listen to it, okay? Set an alarm every Monday. Save that phone number in your phone so you don't have to ask for it. Like, just save it and listen to them. Sorry. Whew. My throat's getting dry. Okay. So I wanted to make sure. And then our team call, obviously, Friday. Every Friday, unless for some reason I'm like on my deathbed, I might not have a fabulous training, but I want to show up for you guys Friday nights at 9 o'clock. Okay? Team call. Friday nights at 9. We have some guest speakers lined up this month, so that's exciting. I have some leaders from the Inspire Empire as well as some others. I'm trying to get Joe, who is from corporate, who's my corporate mentor, on a call. I just don't know. It probably won't be at Friday at 9, but I will try to get that on the calendar, share with you guys when he's going to speak to us about becoming an elite team. All right, so we talked about the first week, run a free group. The second week, you should be focusing about posting about a challenge group, right? So you have added value to all these people in your free group. So now you should be posting about your challenge groups. So you can be prepping these. Take challenge group posts that you like from other pages and make sure you change them to fit you, but you don't have to recreate a post. Like, a challenge group post is pretty straightforward, I have a group starting, like, this is what you can expect. I'd love 5 people to join me. Pretty basic. So find one you like. We have lots of ideas in our albums and team pages. Make a pretty picture. I just shared in our Coach Basics the importance of a good selfie. Anita Myron went live, and I was like, oh, I was going to talk about that, but perfect, she just went live. So I shared it. Make sure you have good lighting. Go outside. Don't do it at night. Don't be like creepy, dark, like, join my challenge group. Like, that's creepy and weird. Like, get some good lighting. Go outside. Open your fridge. Use some lighting somewhere, somehow. Stand by a window. Make sure your pictures are lit well. You don't have to be a model. You don't have to be your goal weight, right? We just need some good lighting so we all look friendly. So, and I've seen a lot of you guys do really good at that. So make sure your angles and your face and your wording, that you think it out, okay? So that's your second week. It should be focused on posting about a challenge group, create an event, get hype going around Core to Force that's launching October 31st, right? So I'm starting to talk to people about my next challenge group. And if they're wanting to get started on goals right away, I'm offering the 21-day fix challenge pack. And I'm telling them that'll help them prep for this next level of fitness, because I don't think somebody that's a beginner fitness should be doing Core to Force, because I did it at Summit and I was like, holy cow, like, these are hard rounds. Like, there's a modifier, but it's definitely not something that if somebody's just getting into fitness that they would want to jump into. So everybody I'm talking to, I'm going to create hype around it. I'm going to create an event. I'm going to be posting in that event. You can go to YouTube and find videos. You can create videos, just like make a little video talking about what it's going to be about, reading the description from the back office. Share the like little preview video from YouTube in your event and get people excited about it and be like, I'm taking 10 people to test this program with me, okay? So that's a great way to do it. And then get them hooked on the 21-day fix challenge pack before it comes out so that they can get started with their nutrition plan, because the nutrition plan is pretty much the same. So you can be like, you know, getting them started with that, getting a routine, and then they can get their program and sign up as a discount coach to keep going with the discount, okay? So that's the second week. And then your third week should be all about join my team, because I run a new coach basics training starting every Monday, the beginning Monday, the first Monday of every month. I'm like, what am I trying to say? So if you start talking the third week about coaching, tell your story, share what it's doing for you. It doesn't have to be these big, lengthy posts about $1 million. Just share what it's doing for you, because it doesn't have to be money related. It doesn't have to be, I bought a bright new shiny car. I've been sharing my journey since I made $25. Like, that was a big deal to me. That's huge, right? And it's only grown from there. I've been able to like triple my income every single year I've been in this business, pretty much every 6 months. So I don't have to share my income. You guys don't see me like blabbing checks all over the internet, but I share what it's done for me inside and out. More confident, share about your personal development, share how you can be with your kids and be working this business, right? Share about a challenger that's letting you, you know, share a post. I think it was Jordan. I was like, hey, can I use your pictures? Like, that's really exciting. People get excited when they're like, well, okay, I've seen your pictures 1,000 times, but what's going on? Be like, this is awesome. Coaching has, you know, allowed me to meet some of my best friends. Like, Jordan and I kind of knew each other, but now we talk a lot. Like, I'm like, hey girl, like, we live in the same town, and now we talk all the time. So that's the kind of stuff that I mean about sharing about coaching. And then get people into the webinars, invite people to a sneak peek. Even if it's not happening live, like that sneak peek we're doing right now is going to be up. It's not going anywhere. And you can be like, hey, we actually had our leaders just host this awesome event, you know, sharing more about coaching. I'd love to add you in that group, and you could check it out and we could talk more, right? So that's the third week. So that way, when people are interested and they get signed up as a coach, then they have that training starting with me the next week, okay? Or they get their challenge pack, they get set up in a challenge group. So the third week is usually when I start really talking about coaching and sharing that story and posting a lot about coaching. And then the fourth week is when, you know, I get my new challenge group set up. I do follow-ups. Literally follow up. All the follow-ups. It's me kind of posting more of my life. I kind of pull back a little bit on the crazy, like, join my challenge group, because it's kind of getting to the end of, you know, if you've hit Success Club and done the 10 invites and even more than that and gotten your 3, then you don't have to stress about getting any more Success Club points or any challengers. You know, your challengers are getting their challenge packs. You can relax, share your life, you know, share freely, do your personal development, that kind of stuff. So the fourth week, I just kind of relax. Like, you saw me share a meme tonight. Like, I'm not trying to like call to action post tonight. If you're getting your last point, like if you're working as a like to get one more challenger for Success Club, heck yeah, go live right now after the team call. But for the most part, that last week, I'm just sharing me and my life and daily. But you see, like I do still share. Like, I shared we were getting froyo, and I was like, good thing I chugged a Shakeology, because I do not need that. Like, I do not need that. So I threw it in there, but it wasn't like a spammy buy Shakeology. It was just like, got this, she's got that, we're good. So that's the fourth week. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. You should be working from a list, you know, track your behaviors. And then I'm trying to schedule in one-on-one calls with you guys more. So if you're struggling or you feel like you need a little more added like one-on-one support, reach out to me. Even if you're not like my personally sponsored coach, like I've been doing one-on-ones with a lot of people. Like, I just want to help our team get to that next level. So even if we just talked or we text or we message, sometimes just getting on a Zoom chat or writing down your questions for a week and jumping on the phone with me for 15 minutes. Like, I would love to talk to you. I want to help you. I'm here, but I don't know who needs help if you don't reach out to me, because I'm only one person. So if you're like, man, I wish I could just figure this part out, or I'm struggling with this, and you need a little backup, message me and I will fit you in for a one-on-one, okay? I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions or struggles or things they want to talk out? Does this help you kind of set up for success? Like, does that kind of help break it down as to like what's in my head and how I do things a little bit? I know it seems like I probably just sit here and work Beachbody, but I promise, like I have so much going on. I do not just sit here and work Beachbody hours a day. Like I do have structure to some degree with the girls. Like I try, my workout and my shake is the most important. Like that gets done. Like that has to be done. I need to be sharing those workouts and sharing that journey in the challenge groups, like showing my challengers that I'm doing it. And then the next part of it is whether it's nap time or sitting before I go in to get from school and sending out 10 friend requests, like those little pockets of time as moms and, women with jobs and school, we have to just fit it in, right? Like we have to just find it. We can't just say we want it. We have to figure out how we're going to implement and do it every day to make it work. So when I worked full time, it was like my break for 5 minutes. When I got off work, I would sit in my car for 5 minutes and add friends. So when I got home, I could see who accepted my friend request. When I got to work, if I had like 2 minutes, I would send a few messages. That's what you do, right? Like it's not this perfect magical world of, oh, perfect, I have my 8-hour workday to run my Beachbody business. It's not like that. Most of us do not have that luxury. So find the pockets of time you do have. Find the sacrifices you're willing to make. For me, I'm not willing to sacrifice my family. So I sit up and, I got invited to go out tonight. If I wasn't sick, I'd be like, babysitter, go out. Yeah, that sounds really nice. I haven't done that in a really long time. But I'm like, I have a goal. I want to show up for you guys. Like, this is my priority. This is what's going to build those bigger long-term dreams that I have. And the same for you guys. Like, if you have big goals and dreams in this business, you can go out and do other things, or you can make, excuses as to why you didn't invite that day, or you can just show up and freaking do it. Like, that's the reality. It takes a lot of work, right? It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of hustle. And it's not the easiest business in the world, right? You could go work and get a job in a clothing store, or go work and, bartend, serve, whatever. And it would be fast, easy money. You would have a job and a paycheck at the end of the week. But is it getting you what you want? At the end of the day, in a year from now, when you wake up, are you going to say, man, I should have sent those invites, right? Like, that's what I tell myself. Like, am I going to wake up next year and be like, crap, I sat on my butt and I watched Netflix, I ate chocolate chips, and I could have been doing those invites, and I would have been so much further. The people that do the things are popping up all over the place. I'm like, that girl rank advanced because she did the work. I don't deserve it because I didn't put the effort in. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Are you going to do it? Do you want this? How badly do you want it? Why will you fight for it? Okay? And then at the end of the day, before you go to sleep, say, did I do what I should have done to get where I say I want to be? Done. Okay. I'm done preaching. Hopefully this helped you break it down. Like I said, I'm going to share a calendar so you guys can kind of see in the team page. I kind of stopped doing it because nobody was really using it, but I'm going to start doing it again. So hopefully that helps you guys. And again, if you need a one-on-one, just message me, okay? I'll talk to you later. Does anybody else have anything else? I didn't see anything in the chat. Hopefully this helped, guys. I'll see ya in October. Bye.